Welcome to Minnesota State College Southeast. You're in the auto body department and I'm Tom Brandt. I'm the instructor in this program, and it is a 2-year program for most people that are doing the diploma in AAS. And we are ready to go this fall, back live, hands-on labs here at the college. Going to be some changes as we do that. Some of the things that we might be experiencing is we will see full face shields being used anytime that we're out in the lab working and we need to be at less than social distancing of 6 feet from another person. We also will have face masks available so that, again, when we're unable to social distance, we can be properly masked up. And another thing we're going to pick up on is we use a lot of gloves, or always have used a lot of gloves, because we're working with chemicals and we're working with paint products and stuff. So it's going to be a regular practice that we're going to be using gloves on an ongoing basis in these lab type environments. Also, if you take a look at the classroom setting here, the tables have been set up so that there is social distancing between students when we do need to be in a formal or more formal classroom type setting. We're in the welding lab and we wanted to come in here for some specific reasons, because as we start the school year, new students entering the program are going to be involved with this welding lab for about 8 weeks. We've got 12 of these booths, and we anticipate between the first year and the second year students that there isn't going to be more than 12 in either one of those groups. So the game plan is the first 8 weeks, Welding 1 for the new incoming students will be the only ones using this welding lab. And then the second 8 weeks, the advanced students will use it for their Welding 2, where they get into aluminum and silicon bronze and more advanced welding procedures. The beauty of all this is each student is going to be assigned a booth like this, and that will be their station for that 8 weeks. No other student will use that welder, touch the welding gun, or any of the fixtures in there. And what I've done is I've gone out and I've actually spent some money to buy a couple pairs of vice grips and a wire cutter for each of these 12 booths. And those tools will be identified and kept with that booth, along with protective gear that you're going to be using. So nobody's going to be sharing, and we're not going to have to do all of that daily sanitation of each of these pieces of equipment, because you're the only one that's going to touch that area during that 8-week block of time. If you're a new student coming into the program this fall, the vehicles that you're going to be starting out on the very first week that you're here at the college are behind me here in these stalls. And you can see the distance that we've placed between them so that we can keep you at a safe distance most of the time without some of those extra safety gear. The shop is well ventilated, it's large. If the temperature is 65 degrees or above, the overhead door is going to be open, and we're going to be exchanging the air in here with outside air on a regular basis. So what you're going to be doing to these vehicles is you're going to learn every aspect of them as far as nomenclature, parts names. We're going to look at mechanical systems. We're going to take things apart. We're going to put some things back together. And by the time we get done with them, we will have them down to a body shell that we will then start putting dents in, and we're going to learn to straighten the dents, as well as we're going to take sheet metal off of them, put it back on, and adjust it. So there's going to be times that we might need 2 people on a vehicle, say to adjust the hood on this car, because that requires 2 people. But if you look at a vehicle, it's 6 feet across. So that means that we can work together safely with regular social distancing, and that there's going to be limited times that we need to use some of that extra safety gear that we talked about earlier. If you're interested in any of the programs at Southeast, all you've got to do is bring that website up and get under Becoming a Student.